Ryan Goindoo. He will make it 200,000 to go. Dan quickly folds.
Pawn shop man goes out.
Jordan Cristos, the young pro out of LA.
But not sure he's going to do much here with the Jack-3 offsuit.
And he will fold it. Now Alex, the little suited connector, 9-10 of hearts, will make this call.
Phil Laak with the king-queen right behind him in the big blind.
Likes it underneath those goggles. Going to stick around, makes the call. And we are going to see a flop.
So we have three-way action here.
Flop comes up Jack, 8.
Well, Alex has an opening straight draw. He's going to check.
Phil Laak not hitting is going to check as well. And Ryan with a continuation bet's going to stick out 175.
Well, Alex going nowhere with his straight draw.
Yep, he's going to call. Phil has to let it go. So two-way action going to the turn. And the turn card will be a nothing card. Deuce of spades. Helps neither player.
Look at this, Vince. Alex is now reaching for chips. Gonna bet into the pre-flop razor and the guy that bet on the flop, it looks like.
If you can't hit him, bet nevertheless. That's exactly what he's gonna do. 280,000 with nothing.
I just want to know what it's like to be up here with you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys got the command central.
Always a pleasure working
Right
with
here,
you.
seeing everything going on. This is what's happening. You guys don't know it.
All right, hold on, Phil. We got a hand going on.
Now Ryan with just an ace-queen, he's gonna splash around to the discomfort of Alex. Now Alex would love to hit something, but no, an 8 on the river.
Well, Alex knows now the only way he could win this pot's to bet at it. Not gonna win it with a 10 high. He is gonna bet.
Yeah, 415,000 into Ryan Goindoo.
Looks like he is gonna raise this pot. 900,000 to go. Not a fan of this play, Vince. I think the call makes a lot more sense than the raise here, but either way, Ryan Goindoo gonna take this pot down.
It's not poker that I love as much as winning. I love the feeling that comes when you win that big pot. It's just such an adrenaline rush. It's like being on a roller coaster.
Okay, now, I happen to be a guy that doesn't think sunglasses should be allowed at the table, but do you think you should be able to put on a motorcycle helmet? Can you put a shield up in front of you? Where do you draw the line?
Well, I have plans right now so that I can be in my, at the pool, and I'm gonna have a robot moving the chips in. I'm gonna send messages via remote, and I've got it all in design stages right now to cut, identify the chips, et cetera, push them out. There's some things I've got to work out, but that's coming in the works.
Okay.
You know?
That's great, that's great.
The guy is always thinking ahead. Phil Laak, right now, the chip leader at the Legends of Poker. Good luck.
Whatever happens. You guys are the best. Hey, can I have one of these? Can I have one of those? Cool, just one. You are awesome.
Go get him.
Everyone is out there looking for their perfect match, someone that completes them, brings them value. Well, at WPT Global, we want to be your perfect match. Get a 100% deposit match bonus, now up to $1,500, along with bonus tournament tickets and more. Deposit today using the promo code YT66 and give your bankroll a perfect match.
Going up to 15,000. The blinds are 50 and 100. And right now, Jordan Christos.
And the 26-year-old poker pro looks at the 8-4 hearts and folds.
He won't play that Alex Masek. Very daring player. Will raise with a king 10. And now Phil Laak Unabomber will fold the hand.
Well, Ryan, who just beat Alex in the last pot, going to call here with the 10-8 of diamonds.
Dan quickly folding. John will call. He's priced in with a 7-6.
We got three-way action here. And the flop comes ace, queen, 3. No help for anybody.
Yeah, Alex with the inside straight draw will make the continuation bet. 175. Ryan out. John puzzled.
Nice hand, kid.
So Alex Masek, who went to law school in San Diego, takes down the pot. Action going to the chip leader, Ryan Goindoo. And he's going to look down at a 9-6 quick fold. And now Dan Heimiller, who hasn't played a hand since the Carter administration, will take down a look at a pair of kings.
Well, he'll be playing this one. He's on the short stack at the table, sitting in 6 chip position. Just the kind of hand he's looking for right now. 250,000 is the bet.
And he's going to get action by John Gordon with the little suited connector. Now Jordan Christos. JC will fold his hand.
Yeah, I think that's what.
Alex out as well. But Phil Laak with the 2 5s. He's going to make the call, and I sure don't blame him.
It's the clock right now.
Hoping to flop a set of 5s here. Or Mike could win a big pot, but it comes queen 4 deuce with 2 spades. Phil checks.
Heimiller with the Cowboys. The overpair going to make the continuation bet.
Well, Muscles goes out, but tough decision here for Phil Laak right now. He knows this guy might make a continuation bet with nothing. Well, very nice fold, in my opinion, by Phil Laak. A lot of guys would have called with 2 5s there, or even check raise with him, maybe.
You won that hand, Dan Heimiller. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. The money went your way.
So Dan Heimiller taking down his first pot here tonight. He's got a World Series of Poker bracelet to his collection.
Then when it's heads up, they can just cross off.
Cashes in so many tournaments. Quite a player, but on to the next hand. Jordan Christos now. Quickly folding his hand. Alex.
At the 6-3. Alex also with the 6-3. He folds.
And now the Unabomber. The very entertaining Phil Laak also has to release his hand. Ryan out.
Wow. Somebody give me the date and time. Wow. You folded a hand on the button.
Look, he only calls when I raise, then he plays,
Oh
you know?
my God, that's so bad.
If I fold, he has no interest.
John can't believe that Ryan folded a hand on the button.
And Dan going to raise with his king 5.
I call.
And Muscles with an 8-3 is going to slop around.
Well, as you can see, John, a defender, just not giving up the blind, even though he only has an 8-3. Flop comes ace 7 deuce. Now Dan's going to check, and John checks right behind him. Now the board pairs deuces. I think Dan might bet king high here, thinking it's the best hand, but he's going to check, and John checks behind him, just surprised about that. Now an ace comes off, so Dan in great shape, aces and deuces with king high.
I checked.
Makes a good check here, in my opinion, to give his opponent a chance to bluff at it, and that's just what he's done. This is about an easy a call as you have in poker, in my opinion here. I'd be shocked if Dan would throw this hand away.
Okay, I think
And Dan's going to make the solid call.
Pair you win.
no pair.
I got 8 high.
Dan chose
King 5, huh?
king of clubs, 5 of spades.
So you bet one. Good hand.
But look at this. Muscles is upset that his man called him. He doesn't like that. He's getting disgruntled.
I'm gonna play an ace the same way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I was.
I'm gonna play an ace the same exact way. I got no advantage of doing it. And you're still calling.
Back to the action we go. Ryan Goindoo. He's the chip leader with close to 5.4 million in chips.
Jordan Cristos, also over 5 million, has 5.1 million.
Oh, I guess electronic now, huh? Maybe it's
All right,
electronic.
action on Dan Heimiller. He quickly folds. John Gordon also going out. Jordan Christos.
And the tough young pro with the red sunglasses.
You know, he's a former pizza delivery boy.
Well, he didn't deliver here, he folded.
Around the horn to Alex. He's not going to play. And Phil Laak.
And he's got the goggles on now. The ski goggles. Change the Unabomber look to the ski slope look, I guess.
He's got just a 9-8, but he's got some money in there. Looks like he's getting out raising chips. Yeah, he's going to get aggressive. Makes it 290 to go.
Yep, raised out of the small blind, but a quick call by Ryan Goindoo, the chip leader, who's got position on Phil Laak.
And here is the flop, ace 9-6.
Now Phil's flopped second pair here, but checks. A mysterious check to me there. An 8 comes off, so Phil's got 2 pair now. Ryan, of course, with the open-end straight draw.
Phil's going to bet this 400,000. But you're right, Ryan has some possibilities now, so he sees the potential. He's going to make this call. Hoping to catch lucky, and the river card is lucky for him. 5 of hearts hits his straight.
Possible flush, possible straight out there. Phil Laak not liking that card. He checks.
What a good check by Phil. And Ryan's going to swing out a bet here. Wow, 600,000. Yep, looks like he wants to keep him honest.
Oh boy, he is not going to be a happy camper here if he makes this call.
Yeah.
He's called it. Opponent showed him a straight is going to win this pot. Phil kicking himself for not betting the flop there, I promise you. There's his girlfriend, Jennifer Tilley. Quite a poker player herself, but not happy with her man losing that pot. And Vince, notice Phil Laak is now in 6th chip position. Came to this final table in 2nd place. The goggles just not working here, Vince.
Not so far. Now a couple folds into Phil. He's got the button. He's got ace-8 of diamonds.
240.
He is going to move it up to 240 to go. Ryan behind him with just a 6-5.
Now he gets out of the way.
Now Dan Heimiller
All in.
with a king jack says all in.
Wow.
Parlay, what should I do? Can Parlay tell me? Parlay, you remember the code, right? One hand, two.
Seems displeased that Phil's asking what should I do.
Perlad laughing. Phil, of course, joking. But he throws away the best hand here.
How much can I pay you to see it?
$200.
I can't pay that much.
Dan Heimiller getting on a nice little roll now.
179.
Come on, kid. It's like in the 100 range.
We all know you would fall from the time he starts talking.
Phil Laak uses persona at the table to manipulate people in different ways. He's not gonna, you know, for lack of better words, do that banana in the tailpipe crap with me.
Oh, a little anger going on here at the table. John Gordon.
I think Phil just has a great time when he plays poker. Whether it's a cash game, a tournament, he has fun playing the game. He certainly means no harm to anybody.
Tell that to John. But a quick fold by Alex, and now Phil Laak, the Unabomber, has picked up a real hand, pair of 10s.
240.
And there you go, 240 to go.
Yeah, Phil not going anywhere this time. You always like to see a flop with a small pair, hoping to flop a set.
Dan out, and now John Gordon. Look at this. John has picked up a monster pair of kings.
750.
Incredible timing, and he's going to re-raise. JC going to pick up a nothing hand. And he obviously will release that. Now it's back on Phil.
Either I'm out Jediing myself or you've out Jedi'd me. There's a lot of Jedi energy happening or none at all. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, it could be a squeeze play, Vince. I can't see him throwing 2 10s
No,
away here.
no, definitely not.
With the short stack, I'd be surprised if he did.
Maybe I should just fold. You know, I don't know. Okay, I'm all in. I don't know.
He's
what-
going to push. Ryan out.
Uh-huh. That's what he said. I called.
You have aces?
I called you.
And look at this. He's saying, I called you. Show me first.
They both have to turn their hands up when they're all in, so it doesn't really matter who turns up first here.
Folded. This has happened to me before. The 10s is a tough one.
What a bad place for the Unabomber. Wow.
Maybe I shouldn't have pulled out the goggles. Maybe I should have left the goggles at home, huh?
The Unabomber about to bomb out in 6th place unless he gets very lucky here. He may be able to pick those goggles up in the local trash can right outside the door.
Oh boy, he needs to get lucky. The very entertaining Phil Laak in big trouble right now with 5 cards to come. Here we go with the first 3. Will Phil get lucky? Not there. 9-6.
John has a bigger diamond.
I almost folded. I can't believe it. You got me. I mean, there's 2 more cards, but I'm here. I'm prepared to lose.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Either way.
John loves his position right now. Here comes the turn.
They're looking for Rin 10-10 at 7. Well, the crowd moans. Phil knows he can win this pot with an 8 or a 10. Must have one of those 2 cards.
Jennifer Tilley begging for a 10 or an 8.
I would love it, but I'm okay either way.
I know.
It's an 8!
Wow! Unbelievable. Phil Laak gets lucky to make a straight on the river. John, stunned at the table, can't believe it.
Oh, big celebration for Phil Laak.
I said it was going to be a straight.
He's over there dancing, as you can see.
He cannot believe it. Right now, first place going to take home $613,000 as we have 5 players battling for this championship. But back to the table, Dan with a quick fold.
Over is Jordan. Jordan Cristos, the 26-year-old pro.
Looks down at a pair of queens, the ladies. What a hand to get at this moment. And he makes it 3:50 to go.
Yeah, he's got the Unabomber sweatshirt on himself here a little bit.
Alex out. And now Phil Laak, with an ace-8. Don't get into trouble here, Phil.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he's going to do it.
Holy guacamole.
All in for $3.7 million here.
Call.
Jordan has more chips than he does, makes a snap call,
He'll be covered.
and right now, Phil Laak knows he is up against it.
Well, he has plunged ahead. Little did he know that Jordan has the queens.
This has got to be close to right, right? No, it's too aggressive.
Vince, I'm surprised at this play by Phil Laak. He could have 3-bet to $700,000 if the guy moves in. Thrown his hand away and still had $3 million left, which is more than two guys at the table here. But right now, he is all in for a monster pot up against two queens with just an ace-8 offsuit.
A possible error by Phil, but you never know. He's a dog, and the flop comes up 7-6-4. So he's got an inside straight draw now, or the ace, of course. Right now, Jordan out in front with the ladies.
Well, that's Phil's girlfriend over there, Jennifer Tilly, quite a player herself, along with Herlad Friedman, his buddy, who's a former winner of this tournament, trying to root him in here.
Another queen. 3 queens for Jordan. The Unabomber really needs the miracle.
Well, they must catch a 5 on the river to make it straight. Nothing else will do.
WPT champion Phil Laak in loads of trouble. He is circling the drain at this moment. And the river card is a 3 of clubs.
Well, Vince just overplayed his hand. I'm sure he'll be the first one to tell you. This wasn't meant to be for Phil tonight. Out in 5th place.
Devastation for Phil Laak. He's packing it up.
I should have made it like $1 million or something. Yeah.
So Phil Laak out of here in 5th place. Gonna take home $109,000. And his personality. He's always fun to watch. Let's go see what he has to say.
As much as I'm married to the idea of just play well, do your best, whatever, yeah, you get close and you're like, oh, well, you can start smelling. You can smell the blood, you know? So, yeah, I smelled it a little, but it didn't happen. That's all good, you know? I got friends, family, and I got a 105 lump in. I did 2 bullets. That's like around 7,500, and I made 105 something. They want to make the walk of shame even tougher. Hey, it's been a while since we've talked to you, yeah. I like it. I like it, you know? You got a job as a poker player. Come on in, you know?
Well, he's always smiling.
You gotta love his attitude, Vince. Win, lose, or draw, the guy is always happy-go-lucky.
And right now, Jordan Christos way out in front with $9 million in chips. Here we go. 4 players remain. Action on Jordan. And Jordan's going to take a look down at a Queen 9 offsuit. He's got the rush going here right now.
He's also got the chip lead, which means he can bully guys around, and he's going to do it right here, raising it to $300,000.
Right next to him, Alex Masek, the poker pro, has a law degree from San Diego Law School.
Well, right now, Alex is on the short stack, but opts not to play the ace-high here.
Ryan also out, and Dan can't compete, so Jordan Christos with just Queen 9 gonna bully his way through that pot.
Everyone is out there looking for their perfect match, someone that completes them, brings them value. Well, at WPT Global, we want to be your perfect match. Get a 100% deposit match bonus, now up to $1,500, along with bonus tournament tickets and more. Deposit today using the promo code YT66 and give your bankroll a perfect match.
Indeed it is. Action going to be Ryan Goindoo.
He quickly folds, and now Dan Heimiller has picked up an ace-9 in a 4-handed poker game. Pretty strong. He's getting that raising chips.
And he's on the button.
Yep, he's going to make it 5:25 to go. Into the chip leader, Jordan.
And he puts back on the sunglasses, or I should say the red glasses.
Jordan taking his time to peek, and he looks in a miserable hand. 8-3 of hearts. They call him JC. He's a local as well. Only 26 years old.
I mean, look at all the signs we got in the crowd tonight, Vince. We got Cristos Nation out there. I've heard of Red Sox Nation and all these things, but now we got poker player nations.
Finally, he's going to fold that mess. And
Acted like he hated to let it go, that's for sure.
I think I had the nuts.
Alex now with a nothing hand going
I
to
had you beat.
fold as well.
I don't want to lose any sleep over it.
I was on my way to, but you saved me.
And Heimiller with about 3.5 in chips.
Taking your mojo, bro. I'm sorry. No more trades. Yep. It's over for you.
It only works for one person.
No, it would work for me. It just means like way too much for you.
We're connected. Me and these glasses are connected.
Alex wanted to try on some of those red sunglasses. See if they'll work for him, like they're doing for Jordan.
4 players remain. We had 716 entries originally as we go down the stretch here at the Bicycle Casino.
Action on Dan Heimiller. He's out. Yeah, Jordan got the Doyle Brunson hand, a former champion of this event, but he opts to fold. So it's the battle of the blinds here. Alex looks down at Jack 9 of hearts.
Actually, I mean, I've looked at the payouts. I know what first place is. I don't know what the rest of the payouts are, and I don't even know what I'm guaranteed right now. I'll keep my eye on first place for now.
So Alex, well, he sees an opportunity here. He is going to push all in, 1.9 million. Just hoping against hope that Ryan doesn't pick up anything, but Ryan has picked up an ace high.
How much?
Well, even with ace deuce, no matter what your opponent has, the best you can probably be is like a $1.50 favorite. Because he's going to have 2 middle cards somewhere, at least. He's got an ace, you're dominated.
But Mikey is going to call, and he loves it.
Well, Alex can't swallow a BB right now.
Ace. He's got a Jack 9. Ace. We need an ace.
Ryan Goindoo high-fiving anyone that'll touch him. Alex is saying, what did I do?
First card I look down at deuce, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to fold. Then I see an ace, I'm like, I have no choice.
Ryan liking his position. He's a favorite going into the flop. Here we go.
Jack 6-4. So right on the flop, Ryan shakes his head as his opponent flops a pair of jacks.
Bingo bango.
Ryan looking for a bongo, meaning an ace.
Well, yep, he needs to get lucky now. Alex in front, but an ace appears!
There it is, an ace right on the turn. Ryan Goindoo looks like his stack is going to go into right up.
What a catch on the turn.
Well, Alex knows he has to catch a jack or a 9 on the river to stay alive in this tournament.
Oh, he's stunned. Can he do it? No, it's a 5 of diamonds.
So just like that, the 28-year-old Alex Masek out in 4th place. Vince, when I watched this tournament from a couple tables down to the final table, Alex was the general. He was in command, raised nearly every pot. At this final table, it didn't happen.
I'll see you next one.
Finally moved all in with Jack 9 of hearts and ends up going out in 4th place.
It was a great experience. I feel like I gained a lot of confidence playing in this field, and I definitely felt like it was a great tournament to play in. So hopefully I'll be playing a lot more this season.
And he has got a big one here. Ace King.
He just doubled up the last hand. Now he looks down at this premium hand. He is feeling good right now.
Jordan, our chip leader, folds his hand. Now Ryan
looks down at a pair of 5s. What do you do now? You just doubled this guy up a second ago. Now he's raised it and you pick up a pair of 5s.
Well, that's the kind of hand you get super aggressive with sometimes.
All in.
Well, there it is.
Call.
Yeah, he's shoved and he's being called quickly.
Well, it's a race situation, the under pair versus the overcards, and a massive race situation.
I'm on tilt.
Whoever wins, it's going to be the chip leader. Wow.
5. Focus, people.
Well, Ryan says, I'm on tilt. And we will see. Here comes
Dan Heimiller. High-fiving his fan. It's not over. Ryan can catch a 5, 2 runners to make a straight, or 2 runners to make a flush.
What a flop for Heimiller. Out in front with top 2 pair.
Is Kentucky Fried Chicken still open?
This could be Dan's lucky day, but he's got to dodge some things, and it's a heart. So now Ryan has 4 hearts.
One more heart, one more heart, one more of these. Heart.
Oh boy.
Well, Dan can't believe it. His opponent had 2 outs just 1 second ago. Now he's got multiple outs to win this pot. Any heart but the ace of hearts will win the pot for him, as well as a 5. Everybody on their feet here at the Bicycle Casino. What drama on the World Poker Tour to kick off season 12.
Can our local Ryan get lucky on the river? Here it comes.
4 diamonds. Dan Heimiller clapping. He is playing heads up for this title, and he's the chip leader, Vince. Incredible.
Ryan Goindoo out in 3rd place, and this local is going to take home $233,000.
Well, Vince, Ryan Goindoo held the chip lead for a long time at this final table. And just like that, Goindoo is going home.
Oh, it was very exciting. Cameras, lights, all the crowd, a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. It was fun, for sure. I wish I'd won that race, though, but hey, it happened.
Well, thank you, Lynn. And right now, Dan Heimiller, the 51-year-old local out of L.A., $13,500,000. Jordan Cristos, the 26-year-old, with about 7-8. Here we go. Call by Jordan, no raise. And Dan wants to see a flop. Here we go, 2 junk. Dan has picked up 7s.
Well, he's going to check him. Dan very good at throwing his opponent rope. Jordan is going to bet $300,000. No way Dan's going to put him on an ace because he didn't raise before the flop.
His guy.
I don't like Dan Heimiller. He made a comment to me on the final table bubble last night. I took 5 seconds or more every hand to make a decision. I expected more from Dan Heimiller in terms of poker etiquette, being a veteran of the game. He's going to be the first one out.
Wow.
Well, with 7 players last night, they had a little run-in, it sounds like, Vince. And Jordan hadn't forgot it. That's obvious.
No, he was wishing him that he got knocked out, but that's not to be. Right now, Dan's the chip leader. There's a little drama going on here between these 2 guys.
Well, it sure is. There you see the prize money, what they're playing for. Winner over $613,000, plus that coveted WPT title. Name engraved on the WPT Champions Cup. And look at this. Heimiller's picked up 2 aces. He's got a 2-1 chip lead.
Picks up the aces, the weapons of mass destruction, in a heads-up battle. And look at this. He's just going to call it.
Well, he limps in.
Intelligently, because Jordan only has a 10-3. Here's the flop. It's a 5-4 deuce. So now Jordan has an open-ended straight. Action on Jordan.
Well, he's going to check, and Heimiller reaching for chips, and now thinking,
check.
Wow. He checked 2 aces there. Surprised at that play.
Just doesn't want to lose his man. 9 of spades on the turn. Dan doing anything and everything just to keep his guy around.
It's better to lose your man than lose the pot.
Yeah, but he's still pretty strong with aces and a straight draw potential. And look at this. He's going to get a little money here. Jordan's going to bet $275.
And here comes the raise by Dan.
Yeah, this is the time to step it up.
Dan Heimiller's been playing poker 15 years longer than Jordan has been alive.
What's interesting is Dan used to be a pizza delivery man, and of course, Jordan was a pizza delivery boy.
The first time in the history of the tour, the 2 pizza delivery guys are fighting it out
That's
for a
right.
WPT title.
That's
You
right.
gotta love it.
And the pizza guys are playing for big dough. Sorry, I had to say it. And Jordan's gonna make the good lay down. And so Dan Heimiller, everything going right for him right now as he takes down that pot. Things are going his way right now. Dan with $14.3 million. Jordan, the 26-year-old, with $7 million. As we go down the stretch here at the Bicycle Casino, right back at Jordan. And he's a little bitter about the way he perceived Dan to treat him last night, and he wants to get back at his man.
Him outcarded again. 3 bets it to 1.1 million, and that's probably going to do it for Jordan here.
He just wants to punish this youngster.
All in.
Oh, but maybe not.
Wow.
Look at this move.
All in bet.
You can't push around this young guy.
How many millions do you have? About, what do you think? Is it? I guess I can take a look at your stacks. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
A little under 7.
And still got a big chip lead if he folds.
And Dan does the right thing. Lays down his hand.
Jordan shows him the bluff.
Jordan with a little salt in the wound, Mike.
Well, look at Dan Heimiller. He's shaking his head, just can't believe it.
Everyone is out there looking for their perfect match, someone that completes them, brings them value. Well, at WPT Global, we want to be your perfect match. Get a 100% deposit match bonus, now up to $1,500, along with bonus tournament tickets and more. Deposit today using the promo code YT66 and give your bankroll a perfect match.
He is starting to go into Never Never Land, spiraling out of control.
Jordan has a little over 15 million. Dan Heimiller with 6.3 million.
But here we go. It continues, and Jordan looking at a big ace queen. What a hand to get. What a time to get it. Jordan Cristos. He's in good form right now. Going to 625. And Heimiller with an attractive king-queen. He could get stuck with his hand, yeah, but he's just going to wisely call.
Going to see a flop here. A lot of players would have re-raised with this hand out of the big blind. Let's see what happens now.
We are flopping, and 2 aces and a 10.
3 aces for Jordan. Gut shot straight for Dan.
Dan has checked it. What a flop for the kid. And he's going to try to protect it. 650.
Oh boy, don't do it, Dan.
But do you know what? It's the right bet. It's just tempting enough. Didn't overbet it.
Dan.
Call.
So Dan is going to stick around. He's making his call. Oh boy.
650,000.
Dan hoping for the miracle. Love to crack this young guy. And the card is a 6 of hearts.
Well, 3 hearts on the board now.
Doesn't help Dan.
Well, Dan looking back to see if he's got a heart in his hand, which he doesn't, but very peculiar. He would look back at his hand there. And now, all of a sudden, he's going to bet into the pre-flop raiser, and the guy that bet on the flop, 1.2 million.
Oh boy, he is a loose cannon right now. He is tripping down the yellow brick road at this moment. Going deeper and deeper into the forest. Oh.
Just picking a weird time to pick his spots and make a move on this guy.
How much?
And there's the raise, 2.7 million. Well, Vince, had he not looked at his cards, his opponent wouldn't have thought he just had 1 heart, might not have raised him there. Dan Heimiller getting owned in that pot, but just spewing chips unnecessarily, in my opinion, now.
It is roll-aid time for poor Dan.
It's got to be ace queen.
Jordan now with 17.6 million. Dan down to 3.8. What a turnaround we're seeing. Blinds are 150 and 300, $50,000 ante.
All in.
Look at this. He's going to go all in with king high. Let's take a look at Jordan's cards. Oh boy.
Call.
He's got an ace-9 of hearts and a quick call by Jordan, of course.
Well, Jordan well out in front here with the ace-9. About a 2-1 favorite to win this pot and take this title right here, right now. The Christos Nation all excited. They know their man could win it right here. Man, so far in this heads-up battle, they played Dan Heimiller like a snare drum. I can tell you that. But it's not over.
5 cards to come for Dan Heimiller's poker destiny, as well as Jordan's ace-9 up against king-4. And a 9 hits on the flop. That is good for Jordan, out in front with the 9s. His parents and friends celebrate.
Well, Dan's going to have to catch a king to take the lead. 2 runners to make. Otherwise, he's going to be our runner-up in this tournament.
The crowd is chanting ace. They want to wrap this up in Hollywood. It could happen. Let's see the turn card. It's a queen. Now he's got straight possibilities.
Dan Heimiller needs a king or a jack, which would give him a king-eye straight to win this pot.
Pizza delivery boy, the drummer, the man that quit college to play on the poker circuit. That is Jordan Cristos, who will become our champion. Here he comes.
6 of spade on the river. Jordan has taken his title.
Only 26 years old from Palmdale, California. Jordan Cristos is our champion.
And the Christos Nation comes out of the stands. Everybody happy in the Christos Nation.
I didn't wait long enough for good cards. I got a little impatient and attempted quite a few bluffs. It didn't work.
Once again, congratulations to our champion, Jordan Christos.